whole year.
In fact, he was president.
You know, she has her own apartment, she has
When
her
my
own
sister got
job,
married.
she's moving on.
Hey, I was wondering, did Nancy ever talk about being in the United States during wartime, World War II?
You know, she
World War II, I
wanted to
remember.
join our church, and that's like,
I was wondering if Nancy ever talked about being in the United States during the war, being a kid.
Well, you know, the only thing I know about World War II, both my brothers were in,
Yeah.
and my husband. But Bill was wounded in World War II, so he wouldn't talk.
He was
Bill
not.
was-
Alexa said he wasn't.
Oh yeah,
I
Alexa
can
knows
show you
all.
his medals. I can.
And they're having a great conversation. And Alexa says that, and then you say, I see his medal. I have the bullet. I live with him, and I see his wound. So there. She still refused to believe it. Oh, he would have told me. Oh, all right.
Did you ever know two that could argue and fight the way those two could?
Who?
Daddy and Alexa.
Nah, they wouldn't fight. No.
Well, Muriel and my father got down and dirty more than a few times. Yeah,
Mary had that.
I got some.
you got some?
Yeah.
Well, of course. I mean, you realize the joke in my family was my husband was a friend of my older sister, who's 6 years older than me.
Yeah.
Now, I'm good. Where did Dot Ingalls fit in? Because she hung out with you girls when your husbands were all away in the war, right?
She was much older than me.
Yeah, but she was still part of that New Rochelle girl clique whose husbands were gone.
Yeah, but I was too young. I never got in that stuff.
Okay, so she was more with my mother and her sisters.
Yeah, my older sister was in that.
Yeah.
And you figure, Daddy, Phil, my husband, was the best man at my sister's wedding.
Right.
I was 14. And I wasn't in the wedding, and I was really insulted.
Sure.
So, Mary Lou, who was Herman married to?
No,
Herman Bachman. Who is he married to?
Anna Wall.
Right. Okay, and he was German, and she was Irish?
She was the nurse who took care of his mother.
Right.
She married the boss's son.
Right.
That's
Right.
not grandmother.
That's not Herman's wife.
No, that's
Maddie's
she's talking about
wife.
Maddie's wife,
Yeah.
Anna Wall.
Right.
So who was the generation before them?
Before that, when the Herman Bachman, they owned half of Larchmont. They were extremely wealthy.
Right.
They lived in Larchmont. And Mrs. Bachman, Daddy's mother, was the maid in that house. And then she became the nurse. And she took nursing. And so she took care of old Mrs. Bachman because she was a cripple. And she married the boss's son.
Well, who was the boss's wife?
Long before my time.
Okay.
Daddy didn't even know it. They lived in Larchmont, that's all I can tell you. And I know that they owned half of Larchmont.
Do you happen to know why he left Germany?
No.
Okay.
In fact, if you asked Mr. Bachman what nationality he was, he'd say Irish.
Really?
And he looked Irish and he acted Irish. He said he was irish.
No one wanted to.
But he was German.
Bachman is a German name.
Right. And he came from Hamburg. That's where he took the ship.
I would say his parents or his grandparents came from. But the Bachman family was extremely wealthy.
Should I get the
Right.
cookies and put them on the table?
Right. And then what else did they own?
They owned half a Larchmont. They owned buildings and houses, property. That's why I said they owned half a Larchmont.
Okay.
But their sons, this is old Mr. and Mrs. Bachman.
Right.
Old Mr. Bachman was the brain and made all the money.
Uh-huh.
His sons were gamblers.
Right, Maddie,
And
Freddie, and who else?
Were there only the two boys, Maddie and Freddie?
And Maddie was a painter.
He was a painter.
A painter.
An artistic painter or a
House painter. He was involved. He played cards a lot.
Yeah, that,
A little. Eddie. Oh God. Freddie was a little more organized about the game.
Yeah.
He believed that the house always won.
Which it pretty much does.
and Mr. Bachman only gambled cards.
Right.
Freddie was.
Bookie, like horse races.
That's where I got the
He was a
horse
layoff
race
man.
thing.
That's what he was called.
A layoff man.
You know, when you consolidated bets, you got to deal with, somebody's got to pay it off. Somebody's got to be willing to take the chances and get a little commission on it and so on.
Okay, so he was
And that was Freddie.
he was kind of the middleman. He would take the bets and he would go collect the money.
No, somebody else would take the bets, and then once it all came down, how's it going to get paid out? And he would get a cut on how it got paid out. But I have never been a layoff man. So.
Right.
But I mean, he was a gambler. A gambler
Yeah.
on everything. I mean,
Yeah.
horses, cards,
Basketball games, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, Mr. Bachman, my father-in-law.
But did he
only
make a
played
decent
cards.
living
He was a
doing that?
gambler with cards.
I mean, I have no idea.
Okay.
He had a penthouse up on the east side, up by the Dakota.
I don't remember that being a great hotel. I remember the bedroom was twin beds, and when Carl and I would spend the weekend, I'd stay in the room with Edith, and Claire would be on like a little sofa in the room.
No, yeah, I'm talking about the other place when I first met them. They had a place up on the east side before Freddie got sick, and this is when he would bring up right off Hudson.
So how old were we?
Well, it depends, I guess, in the area
7, 8, 9.
of 6, 7. And then by the time I had moved back to Birch Street, he had fallen on rough times health-wise. And then, because he used to always come up when I was there, when I first got gone from the bus, and every time I saw him, he gave me a silver dollar. Every time.
Freddie did.
Freddie did.
And then when he got back again to seeing me when we had been, I guess, in Ohio or something, and then he'd always give me something, but he'd give me this time. He says, "I have to give you a quarter."
Oh, really? Oh.
He was a high roller. What are you doing? So we're not talking about the place you're talking about. We're talking the east side, right by the Dakota.
In Manhattan?
No, sorry, west side.
See, I do not remember a nice apartment.
Yeah, this had its own balcony. And you don't have balconies in New York.
So in Manhattan is what you're saying,
Manhattan,
right?
in Manhattan.
Do you know what street or anything?
Edith always had beautiful clothes. And
Oh, yeah.
Edith was she was uptown. She was uptown.
My middle name is after her.
Yeah. She was 100% uptown.
Isn't that neat?
It's funny, Jean and Claire were so good friends.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
But so complete opposite.
I totally opposite.
Really? And weren't there apartments right next to each other?
They were very close at one time, living in the same building.
Yeah, they
And then they
were.
wound up living together, right? Then they
I
moved
think
in
so. I think
together.
That was
that
after
Edith,
Freddie was gone.
right, and Edith lived in one bedroom, and Uncle Freddie, Claire, and yeah, right. And Jack, right? Jack
Jack,
Persons?
that's right.
Jack Persons? Wasn't that her second husband?
Fred and Edith. But Edith is the one that you really remember because I mean, she was something else.
I think Edith and Claire bought my mom's Girl Scout uniform.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Oh, sure.
Oh my gosh.
They did a lot of things for their nieces because they could, and they didn't have their own children. So they,
Right. Right.
I
I
mean,
mean, it stands to reason that they would dote,
yes,
right?
they did that a lot.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, his mother, your grandmother, was a friend of my grandmother's. And in 1935 or 38, with my grandparents' 50th wedding anniversary, and I remember your grandparents being there, and I was a little kid on the front porch, and Tommy O'Toole came in and he was a walking devil.
Wicked, the work of the devil. Why? Why?
So what does
I
that?
never knew what he was going to do next.
Right.
Never did.
But he was usually in a good mood, right?
He got away with murder.
Right. Okay, one time he took me, he was in Austin, he was visiting. He took me in a convenience store because we were getting gas in his car or some car. He took me and he pretended like I was his girlfriend.
Oh, you never know what it was.
I know. It was, I mean, the cashier knew he was joking, but still. Oh, it was so funny.
Oh, he was funny.
Remember how you talked about your mom's legs? Did you ever see such gorgeous legs in your life?